Just a couple of things to get us started. I did go in and make a modification on some homework due dates. So I want to cover that real quick. If you go to your WebAssign, it'll pop up. And if I go ahead and do the student view, that way you can see it on the student view. And I think just about everybody in here has gotten into WebAssign. So I will be updating in Blackboard those first couple of homework assignments in there. And I do know that the one graphing problem that was in the homework was not working properly, or it wasn't grading properly. It looked like everybody was graphing it just fine. But it wasn't counting it as correct. And when I update Blackboard, I will add in those points. So it won't change on WebAssign, but it will change on Blackboard. And I should have those grades in by the end of the weekend. So you'll double check, and I usually send out an announcement. A reminder that the active examples for practice, if it says for practice, if you open it up, you're going to see that they're worth 0 points. And so that's just those are there for just you to be able to work the active examples and not have to worry about too much other stuff. It's not there for a grade. One of the things I did want to show you and point out, just so that you are aware. So if we go for the homework for chapter 1, over here in the corner of your homework, it will tell you some information about the problems, okay? It will tell you if it says EOC, like this one right here. This one says this designation here is your book. It also gives you the problem chapter and where it is, and it tells you that this one was problem number 5. So if you come over to your ebook, so we go back to our ebook. And if you click on your ebook and open it up, and you go to your mechanics section, we go to chapter 1. And you go to the end of the chapter, and we want to go to the chapter problems here. Here are the problems. And if you go to your end of chapter problems, you'll go to chapter problem number 5, and you'll see that same problem. So you can actually, like, here's measurement and estimations. So you can actually see those, and in your ebook, it will give you the answer. So you can work through it and see in your ebook, but those codes will refer you back to to your book that you can actually look at. In WebAssigns, it changes up the numbers. So if you were doing a conversion for like this one here, or this one, we've got our turtle. In fact, I'll probably leave this one up so we can do that conversion here in just a second. And that way you have it. I need to step out for just a second, and I'll come back in a minute, and we'll be able to do those problems. So you've got that. So that's just a little bit of information there. Additionally, I do want to remind folks that your 55-gallon drum assignment is due on the 28th. I do weekly evaluations. I had a couple of students ask me what these are for and what's the purpose. The purpose is, number 1, I use it for attendance, and it documents and it shows that you're participating in class. NOC is an attendance taking institution, and this way I document that yes, you're attending class and you've got it in there. It's also a way to communicate to me if you're having issues so that I can help you out. It gives me a flexibility, a little bit of information on, am I giving too much work, not enough work? And so I use it to better the class. So it is, and it's free points, then it's points that go into the homework. So that is there. I also want to remind folks that in my extra videos, not just the videos here, you do have lectures on significant figures, two equations, trigs and graphs, and other items. Then right triangle trigonometry, that's actually what we're going to go through today, so that you have that. And then I have working through conversions and some estimations. So, and again, I am using the chat feature. So if you do have a question, you can